G'day! So basically what I want to go through is central storage and auto sorting using programmable splitters. So for my base, put a couple of extra levels on now and there's heaps of extra space. Basically every level is producing a different type of material, and I've just added this central storage area just here, and the idea is to get everything from all the different areas of my base all to this central area on one belt and sorted using programmable splitters for easy access. So I'll just go through, because I've had a lot of issues with these programmable splitters because I'm 99% sure they're bugged, but it'll be good to get some input if anyone knows anything better. But from what I've come up with, it seems to work. So this here's my central storage area with the first tier, or the level 1 storage bins. Okay, so basically I take whatever material I want from here and it replenishes from the top storage. And just go down here and I got all sorts of different building materials and whatnot. So all the organisation of it is in the second floor up here. I'll go in now. I'll show you what I've done so far. So far I have 4 different items coming in from my factory down the one line. The idea is I'm going to get every single item that I want into this storehouse coming down this one line using the programmable splitters to go off into the storage tubs, and any overflow will keep going down the line down and out there into a awesome sink. Okay, so what was happening before trying to use these programmable splitters is once the storage tub was filled, they would block up. You know, I've tried so many different settings and setups with these, but I think I've finally worked out a way to do it. So what happens is, with this setup I've got going on now, all the concrete will get pushed off to the right into this concrete storage tub. Half of that will go straight into the container. Half of it will go up again into this splitter. So 50% of it's hitting this splitter. And then half of that goes in the container again, and half of it goes down the line. So that means that 75% of the concrete coming here is going into this container, and 25% of it is going down into the crusher for the awesome sink. When this fills up completely, which I'll just do, so this is completely full now. What used to happen is, no matter how many ways I tried it, is this would block the line up and I couldn't get the rest of my containers filled. The way it is now is I've got a separate line on top. Once it's filled, obviously 100% of the concrete is going to go down to the awesome sink. So when it's not completely filled, I've got 25% of my produce going down to get crushed. When it is filled, obviously it all goes and the line doesn't get blocked. I've only got 4 things at the moment. And what I'll do right now is I'll plug in this one, which is going to be my beams, and this one, which will be pipes. So the idea is that what I have to set on these programmable splitters is, to make it work, the only way I've found to make it work is to have the output you want, the one that you want, and then you have to set the center output to any undefined. So you'll see that no concrete is coming through anymore. Right, and these ones are exactly the same for this setup, except that's going to be pipes and the other one's beams. Right now you'll see that all these tubs are filled, so 100% of it's going down Now, because this is a 480 line, and the line on top of it going in is a 480 line, it should never get jammed up, because I'll never be, I'll just show you it down here. This bottom line goes all the way through and merges, and then we go down there. This line here is for when I get items from the other end of my factory. They'll come down in through here, merge in at the end here, and then come down the same line. So I'm still using one belt to do it. And obviously once I start loading items into these ones, I'll split the other item off down this right hand input. So it may not be the most efficient way to do it, but I'm getting 75% of my goods stored until I'm maxed out, and then 100% goes into the crusher. So what I'll do now is I'll add pipes and beams into the system, and it should work. So here's my pipe production line, and just underneath is the beams, and all I'm doing is siphoning off the production line. That's my steel at the moment. I can add more. Also, at the end of each of my production lines, I do have a storage tub as well, just in case backup. The idea of this is to get it all in one easy access place. So I'm going up here, and I'm going to be using these tunnels that I've made. I can just show you, to merge everything together. Right now I've only got 6 items that I'll be splitting as a test, but eventually I'll have one of every item going in. So this is where I have concrete and screws and sheets and rods all merging into this one line here. Coming up here and going into the next level, and I'm going to merge these pipes and beams into this line now. It should hopefully work as expected with a little bit of luck. So that's merging in, it's going up to the next level. Should be getting it. Cool. So, as my plan, one line going into my central storage, coming down here, and you'll see this bottom line empties as it goes through the programmable splitters, and the top line gets filled when these are over capacity, and then we're not getting any jams. Here's our beams. So 75% of the beams coming through should get stored. 25% should be getting shoved off. And same with the pipes. Now I've allocated a tub for almost every item, apart from the ones you don't need. And hopefully this system should suffice. And there we go. Sweet as.